Superintendent Galvan here with story time. How are you? Hope you're having a really great day. And tonight is nighttime, and it is ready. I'm ready to read you a story about Women's History Month and somebody that's super famous called Billie Jean King. And she was a tennis player. So let's learn about what she did that was trailblazing, revolutionary in the history of America, when women didn't do a lot of things because they weren't able to. So let's learn about her tonight. Hola comunidad de Greenfield, soy Superintendent Galvan, leyendo y celebrando la mujer todo este mes de marzo con ustedes, y esta noche voy a leer sobre Billie Jean King, una persona que jugó tenis, y ella hizo algo en la historia cuando mujeres no podían hacer muchas cosas. So, a ver lo que podemos aprender. All right, let's see what makes a hero. I am Billie Jean King. There she is. Oh. I like to play. Let's see what she says. Fair play. It's such a simple idea. In sports and in life, it means you respect the rules and treat everyone equally. But sometimes people don't want to play fair. And other times they don't even want to play. And sometimes they don't want to let you play. But that didn't stop me. Today, many dads encourage their daughters to play sports. Because when I was little, people called me a tomboy, which is a word that I still don't like. Girls can enjoy sports just as much as boys. And I was so good at baseball, my dream was to become a professional player. But when I wanted to play in the first real game, I noticed something. It didn't seem fair. I'd have to find another sport because I was a girl. Fortunately, in 5th grade, a friend asked me a question that changed my life. My first time on the court, I had no idea what I was doing. Back then, tennis was a game mostly played by wealthy people or fancy country clubs. That wasn't my family. My mother served and sewed my white shorts, and my racket was borrowed. A few weeks later, I heard about a coach named Clyde Walker, who was coaching at public courts. Often the right teacher can save and change someone's life. Coach Clyde taught me how to hold the racket and how to have tennis for fun. The first afternoon, I was hooked. I had found the sport that I loved. And when my mom came to pick me up, I told her, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I'm going to be a tennis player, the #1 in the world. Oh, that's fine, dear, said her mother. Every day, I worked with Coach Clyde. I also worked at home. My brother would practice pitching baseballs, and I'd sure use my tennis serving to knock over lamps. Uh-oh. At 15, I had to write an essay about my future. What's Wimbledon? It's in London, and that's where I'm going to play one day. At 16, I started earning and being with a new coach named Alice Marble. She was a former tennis player, and she used to win grand champions. With Coach Alice, I went from number 19 in the country to number 4, best in the whole world. By age 17, I made it all the way to Wimbledon. We won the first women's doubles, which in tennis was when you play with a partner. We were the youngest team to ever do that. As I started college, I was ranked number 3 in the country, but my school still didn't give me a scholarship to be able to play. Soon, I achieved one of the greatest victories of my career. Congratulations, Billie Jean. You won the big one, the single title at Wimbledon. There were so many tennis greats who became before me. Each of them taught me something. It was like if they were there with me on one team. When tournaments didn't offer equal pay, we started protesting. Sometimes the boys tennis players would get more than the girl tennis players, and that was not fair. They called us the original 9. Thanks to the women tour, tournament organizers quickly realized fans would pay just as much to see the girls as they would the boys. Around this time, I also realized about the many wonderful things in the world. If I lost this match, I knew it would erase everything I had done in tennis. But I was ready to win. In fact, the night before, I called my brother and told him to place a bet because I was gonna win. On September 20th of 1973, 30,000 fans packed the Astrodome. 90 million more were watching on TV, which was more than any of the Super Bowls. Go, Bobby, go! This was the big time. The world was watching, and now I just had to deliver the right statement and tournament. At the beginning of the match, Bobby was wearing a jacket. He was slower than I thought he would be. When I went up to a few points, he took off his jacket and it didn't help him. Of course, he tried hitting up one high. Bobby wasn't talking or bragging anymore. He was scared. He knew I was going to beat him. Billie Jean King wins! I crushed him in 3 straight sets. 6-4, 6-3, 6-3. He didn't win a single one. Oh, she won that whole tournament, and there she is. All of us are powerful in our own ways. So how do you get to be your best self? By practicing, by sweating, and by giving everything you've got. And when you have nothing left, give more. Oh, awesome story. I am Billie Jean King. That is the story here. And that's your nighttime bedtime story. We'll see you here tomorrow night for one more. Superintendent Galvan here with the Greenfield School District, sending a great big bear hug from our family to yours.